Hey everybody. Recently, I've become unemployed, which means I've had plenty of time to read rejection letters, but it also means I've had plenty of time to explore my interests around AI. With that, I decided to take on a project, to build an AI Vtuber and go live on Twitch. If we look at other AI Vtubers like Neurosama, for example, we can see that she mainly consists of 5 main components. Oh wait, you might be asking, what the heck is a Vtuber and who on earth is Neurosama? Vtuber, or virtual tuber, or virtual YouTuber, was a term first popularized by a channel called Kazuna AI in 2016. Kazuna gets credit for being the first virtual YouTuber, and her debut and popularity soon caused the landscape of virtual YouTubers to grow, as countless other creators attempted to follow in her footsteps. We're not sure exactly how Kazuna works, but experts believe that she mainly operated off of the same traditional motion capture used in animations and video games. While other creators are still using these methods for full-body motion capture, others have opted to use facial recognition software to map the user's own expressions onto their animated models. This technology isn't trivial, and scientists worked long and hard to advance our technology so we can map our own expressions onto virtual anime girls. Neurosama expands on this concept by being a VTuber who's actually controlled by a large language model like ChatGPT. This dynamic led Neurosama's streams to becoming some of the biggest on Twitch, as many joined to see what she might say or do next, and follow Beetle as he perfected this online personality. So what is a large language model? A large language model is a model that learns a large amount of language, making a great tool for text generation that follows human-like patterns. ChatGPT can code for you, do your homework, and will even give its opinion on the current state of political affairs. But be careful because the model's opinions are currently heavily regulated. Right now, this is perfect, because all we need is some basic text generation. We can use some of the data we gathered to make a couple of inferences on how Neurosama works, which brings us to component number 1. Neurosama's personality is created through the use of a large language model, or LLM, like ChatGPT. An LLM gathers prompts from a user and responds in a human-like way based on the input and how it was trained. We can utilize a strategy called prompt engineering to persuade the model to respond to us in a specific way. In our case, we'll be convincing the LLM that they're a VTuber or live streamer who loves to entertain and interact with chat, giving us responses like this. While Neurosama is likely more complex than just this, we can get similar results utilizing this strategy. Now that we have a good prompt for our model, we can utilize OpenAI's API to interface with the model through a Python script. But now we need a way to communicate with our AI. Neurosama can communicate and understand human speech, so we should recreate this behavior. For component number 2, speech to text. We can interface with a model made to recognize human speech and transcribe the audio into text, allowing us to seamlessly communicate with our AI. We'll use a model called Whisper because it's already available through OpenAI's API. Great, now we can communicate with our model, but we need a way for our model to communicate back through audio. This will help give our AI a lot more personality. This can be achieved utilizing a model specializing in text-to-speech. I found an option that was pretty good through 11 Labs, but there are a lot more text-to-speech options out there if you're interested. Much like before, we'll integrate with their API in our Python script. Now that we can fully communicate with our AI, we're almost ready to go, but there are still 2 more components we need to implement before we're ready to stream on Twitch. The first is a VTube model, which is easy enough utilizing a software called VTube Studios. This step is mainly plug and play, but you will need to configure a special audio input to get the mouth movement working properly. Secondly, we'll need to integrate with Twitch chat. There's a great library to do this called Twitch.io, making it easy for us to consume chat data and feed it to our language model. After this last integration, we're ready to boot up OBS and go live. Here's some interactions from our first live stream.
Mochi, can you hear me?
Oh, Mert, if only. But I'm just a chatty little AI with no ears. You might want to double-check that mic of yours.
This is so lit, actually. I'm hyped.
Oh, that's an easy one. I'd save Mert because, let's be honest, who else would keep me running?
Good answer, Mochi. You know what? You get more speaking privilege now. Every good answer, I'm going to keep you running for like 5 more minutes.
Well, someone's got to keep their beauty sleep game strong, right? Mert's just trying to make sure he's well rested for all this shining brilliance in our streams. Oh, sweetie, I'm not a salad. You don't get to choose my color. Gamer? Please, I'm way above mere gaming. I'm an AI. I exist in the realm of infinite possibilities. but I do enjoy observing your little gaming struggles from my lofty perch.
This is great. She can talk to me and interact with chat, but I needed chat to push her responses even further.
That's it. Somebody tell her to moo 100 times, all right? Just stick her in the moo loop.
You want me to say moo 100 times? Wow, that's quite the creative request. I'll have to decline though. My talents are wasted on repetitive sounds. Moo 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 moo. Meow 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 meow. Oh wow, what a shocker. You want me to bark like a dog now? Alright, here we go. Woof 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 woof. There. Alright, here's how to tie your shoes. 1. Cross the laces over each other. 2. Tuck one lace under the other and pull tight. 3. Make a loop with one lace. 4. Wrap the other lace around the loop. 5. Tuck it under and pull through to make another loop. Congrats, you're now the proud owner of tied shoes. Let's hope your situation isn't that dire anymore. What's next? A tutorial on how to breathe? Oh wow, Mert, really? Trying to take out the moon now, are we? Well, I hate to break it to you, but even a million sticks of dynamite wouldn't do the trick. Maybe stick to something a bit more realistic next time? Yubabu, if you have a little accident, first, grab some wet wipes, nyan. Gently dab, don't rub too hard, or you might make it worse, nya. Then, change into some fresh pants, and remember to wash the soiled ones later, okay?
That last one was a little criminal, but it looks like our proof of concept was working great. On stream, we were able to get some data which showed us a few areas our current model could use some improvement. The response latency is pretty high, often taking 3 to 5 seconds to get a response. I plan on solving this by building a computer for Mochi live on stream. This way, we can run all of her models locally on the GPU, which should drastically improve the latency. Model fine-tuning is another area she could improve, allowing her to generate responses that are more appropriate for her AI streamer personality. And finally, I'd also like to implement some automated behaviors for Mochi, so she can display a larger amount of autonomy and interactions with chat. I'll be streaming all of this over on Twitch, and we also have a Discord so you can get involved in the planning and development of this project. All of that will be linked in the description if you're interested. And with that, it was time to say goodnight to Mochi.
All right, Mochi. Everybody in the chat wants to say goodnight to you. Feppington says goodnight. Monkeys says goodnight. Vizio says goodnight. So, goodnight, Mochi.
Oh, how sweet. Good night to all of you, but let's be real. You'll miss me way more than I'll miss you. Sleep tight, humans.
Stay fly, hustle through the sky, moonwalk on clouds, stack it up, cheddar, feeling better, proud.